NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
A different look now for San Antonio. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for West. Ginobili comes in for Patty Mills. And Miller's subbed in for Tony Parker. Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball. Timeout for Golden State.
Timeout called the Warriors. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014, but he spent pretty much the entire season on the pond.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Thompson with it, picked up by Ginobili. And the rejection by Leonard. Barnes can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. You know, talking about Kyle Anderson, he's a bit of a polarizing prospect, has a multifaceted skill set. I mean, excellent court vision, outstanding length. Doesn't have elite athleticism, absolutely needs to get stronger, but he's got a lot of game. Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Good.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher. And guys, getting back to Kyle Anderson, not a fit for every system. I mean, he's a guy who needs the ball in his hands to be effective, and he's much more of a facilitator than a finisher at this stage.
Curry kicks to Green. Over to the left wing. Back to Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top door to us, some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
To the paint. Here's Leonard, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight. Boy, they have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Ian Clark's checked in for Klay Thompson. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Kicks it to Iguodala. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. It's Ginobili with the drive. And stolen by Spates. And now running up the court. Rush pushing it all the way. In transition, here comes San Antonio for the finish. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Down low. It's deflected. Diaw with the steal. Feeds it to Leonard. From 12 feet out. Can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the shot is good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Boris Diaw is out there with Anderson. And it's Miller in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. San Antonio leading by 15. Ginobili kicks to Diaw. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance.
Oh, it's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not
Is
probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
Smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Anderson. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around. Fellas, you look at Boris Diaw and say, my goodness, if he could just get in better shape, but he uses every bit of that significant backside of his to his advantage. Opponents can't get through him or around him, so he's making good use of the extra LBs.
Will it go? Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Some changes for Golden State. Bazili comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Barnes.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, both Clark than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I mean, I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. Over to the wing. And Diaw kicks to Anderson. And the shot is good. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Here's Ezeli. No good from outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Dion. Spates checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Steph Curry. Here's Clark.
Maurice Spates.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. From the wing. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Stolen by Anderson. All alone. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Leonard. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. One-on-one fast break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And the Spurs with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Left side, Anderson. Diaw down low. Spates on him. And he gets it to go.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
And he makes the first. Leonard hits them both. Here is Livingston. Ezeli dishes to Clark. Here's Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State. Look at that shot!
Goodness.
How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game.